Cool, man. Well, this is the earliest I've ever done this interview, so I've got my coffee. I apologize if I'm slogging along a little bit. No, it's always like dreary in Seattle at 10 a.m., so I'm still coming up to terms. I've still got my glasses on. And, yeah. Awesome. Well, the objective of these, and I'll just start recording. The objective of these is to just have a quick, like 10 to 15, maybe even 20-minute chat. It goes on however long it goes. About different bits of advice that we can give to streamers, to Mixer streamers, to content creators in general, coming from people who are sort of experts in different parts of the world of streaming. So I wanted to reach out to you to talk about charity events, community events, sort of building a community around charity events, and things like that. So maybe we can kick off by starting about that. We've chatted before about your charity events, and we've worked together on charity events that have been quite successful. But I'd like to hear from you why you decided as a channel to focus so much on charity events.
I think I've always believed in, if you can fill a role, fill it. And that's everything I've done as far as high school and all the way up. Is as always, if I saw a need out there and I could fill it, I definitely tried to fill it as far as that stuff goes.
Sure.
I always believed in if you have a talent or a skill that you can help somebody with, you almost have to be. The onus is on you to definitely help them as much as you can without causing a great impact or ripples anywhere else in your family life or personal life as well.
Okay. What would you say gives you the skills? What are those unique skills that you have that gives you the ability to pull off charity events so well?
I don't know. I think I'm just really determined, and I guess I've paid attention to other streamers on the platform and really became a sponge watching so many various streamers. Do charity fundraisers, do other stuff as far as with their communities and everything else. And it's like, okay, this worked, this didn't work.
Right.
And it's just as far as that sort of stuff. It was just like you make mental notes as far as that stuff, and you just go, okay, well, what can I do better to help this situation? If I was in this situation, what can we do as far as that stuff?
Great.
How to fix those things? How can we grow on those things, and how can we make it better promotion wise and everything else like that? Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. The last charity event that we were sort of in talks about was the one that you did over Christmas, the Gifts for Streamers events, in which you gave away a bunch of different equipment to streamers who were just starting out to get them on their feet, and that was amazing. It worked out great. What other sort of charity or community events have you led or participated in since then?
Yeah. So monthly, what we do is within what we call the Angel Squad. That's my community as far as everything goes. Because we raise money through GawkBox. We also do some other, we have Streamlabs as far as anything.
Sure.
We designate a couple days for anything that's designated as far as, okay, for those 3 days we're going to raise money for so and so. Like for instance, last month it was for the Xbox mom to help her get a couple Xboxes because she does a lot of charity work with cancer patients and stuff like that. So that's what we did last month.
Great.
This month we focused on a brand new streamer here on Mixer. Her name is Pixie Dust.
Mm-hmm.
She needed a new microphone in our community. I think the last tally we did a quick fundraiser last week for it. I think we're at almost $200. Not only is she getting a microphone, she's going to wind up with a green screen too. So
oh, amazing. Yeah,
she doesn't know this yet. So when this goes to air, she's going to figure that out the hard way.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, very cool. And your charity events always help to build a community. Like we'll see the tweets go out and we'll see all the engagement and all the wonderful things that happen. And I know that you've been partnered recently on Mixer, so congratulations for that.
Yes.
And I think it's how has it helped to build your community, build your channel, and build personal success for you running all these charity events?
Oh, no question. Because it's honestly, if I got wound up being known as the guy who cares, or Mixer's Angel, as everybody's starting to call me as far as that stuff goes, and it's something I don't take lightly either. So it's like you can't just you're the Angel Mixer. You can't just reach that plateau and let things level off there. You got to continue. You got to keep driving stuff and everything else. We're looking at doing the gifts for streamers again, probably in November again, like we started. Probably do November and December just to help ramp it up as far as that stuff goes, and maybe get some stuff out there. So Santa doesn't have to do all the hard work next year as far as that goes.
That's
some
awesome.
Awesome streamers out there are going to get some awesome gear. And when we partner with you guys like GawkBox or other places, we've been really fortunate as far as get the community, even get the sponsors behind it. And that's a very important thing as far
of course.
As that stuff goes. And you guys have been awesome as far as helping us build these things as far as awareness. We tweet at you guys, and usually 5 to 10 minutes later, depending on what time of day it is, you guys already retweeted it out, and it's like, okay, Suddenly we've grown the base as far as, okay, we've gone from 40 likes to, over 100 likes or something, or at least got the traction going as far as the metrics go on social media. Those are
Sure.
very important things as far as when you're doing, so even just charity streams in general.
Right.
Have a plan, and just stick to those plans. If it means even just setting up tweet decks to tweet out 3 times a day,
Right.
do one in the morning, do one in the middle of the afternoon, and do one during your peak time as far as when your Twitter metrics are usually most active. So look at those.
Yeah, that's definitely very interesting as well. All the different things that you have to do to set up a charity event, because I'm sure a lot of people don't realize that the fulfillment can probably be quite heavy, and there's a lot of little logistical things in there. What other small details should people pay attention to if they're either setting up a charity stream or just a community event or something like that?
Well, if it's a charity stream, make sure the charity you're going to try to support is definitely involved and knows what's going on. So don't get blindsided as someone some of these tweets at these people and go, "What's going on here?"
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Interesting.
As long as you get them involved and stuff like that, and usually most of these people are just really excited and really thrilled that you got behind them, and they're really actually willing to help you as far as that stuff. To go,
Right.
some promotional marketing material, some videos, stuff like that you can use to help talk about it.
Right.
And then the other part of this is just make sure your community is aware of it, and play the games your community likes on those dates. So,
Okay.
you can always have more bodies coming through because not everybody that's in your community is going to be able to donate.
Right.
If you just hang out in your chat and everything else, you're going to see the view count go up, and more people are going to pull in. You go, okay, what's this guy doing? Okay,
Right.
So you have people popping in.
Sure.
You don't know who you are, and it's twofold. You're going to build your community, plus you're also going to help this charity out because some people are just going to randomly pop in and say, "Well, I love this game."
Sure.
Say, "What's this guy's doing?" And they're going to learn about you. They're going to learn about the charity, and they may or may not donate, but at least you've got that extra viewer. You've raised some more awareness for the cause.
Right. Okay, that's amazing. How have you in the past decided what charities that you were going to associate with? Is it just gaming based ones or whatever you thought was interesting?
We've done a couple things because my son is autistic and learning disabled. We've
Right.
done some autism speak stuff. So we always keep that one as far as for April goes. We try to do as much stuff. We do a little bit of ramp up in March, a little bit more in April, just beginning. It falls around my birthday as well, so it's perfect as far as stuff goes.
Sure.
Okay, guys, just don't give me the money. Donate to Autism Speaks.
Okay.
Stuff like that. We did something with Merchant. They're our T-shirt people. And
Oh, very nice.
People. They did a charity stream for MSPS, which is for very ill dogs. We have a a crippling disease as far as that stuff. We did that last month.
Okay.
And it was really well as far as the turnout and everything. And it was just a matter of, they went for 48 hours as far as that stream goes. I only did 6, but it was by the end of the 6-hour stream, I was tired.
I'm sure that's long.
It was 2:00 in the morning, and I'm going, okay, sure, I'll do the 2:00 to 6 a.m. stream. And then I go to work.
Right.
That day we were hurting a little bit. We had fun.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. Okay, very cool. So you mentioned sort of working with partners, working with charities, and also working with other streamers to sort of get behind your cause. What are the ways that you approach either companies like us or charities or other streamers to get them to participate in these events?
You definitely be able to reach out on Twitter first as far as social media. Get them, hey, can you DM me something? And then you make that initial contact. Get an email address. Send them off some more information on who you are and what you're trying to do as far as the charity goes. And then from there, just work that relationship as much as possible.
Yeah.
It takes time. It's not going to be an overnight thing, guys. You don't go plan on saying, I want to donate to the Humane Society or something the Saturday, and you want to do the charity fundraiser Monday. Give yourself some time. We just lost you in the stream there, Zach. I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, you still have me?
Yeah, I still have you. Just went on choppy there.
Okay. As long as we're back. But yeah, I've still got you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, just plan ahead, guys. Give yourselves at least ample time to A, promote it, B, make sure it's set up, and just organize all that. Make sure your mods and your community is aware of it too. If you're going to build some awareness, you're going to do a lot more stuff tenfold as far as if you give people usually about a 2-week heads up. Usually they can clear their schedules and make some time for you as far as that stuff goes.
Right.
Maybe if they can't donate, they'll be willing to, hey, I can do a couple hours stream or something for you. Just help you raise awareness and stuff like that. And if you're going to use online donations, look at Tippy streams or something like that, and just make sure you can get the fundraising goals set with them, and make sure it's going to a valid charity and everything else. And that's what as long as people know everything looks like it's on the up and up, they're more inclined to donate to those charities as well.
Great, very interesting. Okay, just pivoting a little as we start to wrap up here. You do a weekly show, right, called SOS, in which you give advice out to other streamers and mixer streamers and people like that. What would be your advice for setting up those community events and getting an audience to those events. Because I know if you're not playing a game, or if you're just talking to people and trying to build a community around that, it can be difficult.
No question it can be. And, it's just a matter of really getting your name out there as far as networking. There's a proper way to network as far as going to other people's streams and everything else. Don't go say, hey, I'm going to be doing this at this time.
Sure.
Go hang out with somebody's chat for a while. Get to know their community. You don't want to be that guy that gets, constantly bombarding them with, I'm doing this at 8 o'clock or whatever else. Don't do that guy.
Right.
Get to know the streamer, get to know their mods, and eventually, they start talking you up and say, oh, this guy, FC's in the channel and everything else. FC does this every Tuesday night. So
wonderful.
And again, that's one of the big things. You just network that way. Work your social media as far as that goes. Work your communities as far as that goes as well. Because again, as much as you tweet out and everything, you got to make sure, if you're especially doing a Tuesday night stream, I do this always constantly. I set up Stream Deck usually the Monday night with three tweet outs just for the SOS. One in the morning when I'm going to work.
Sure.
One around lunchtime, and one again just before the evening rush hits, as far as that stuff goes. Those are based on my Twitter metrics. Those are my busiest times.
Sure.
So as long as, and if you guys haven't looked at your Twitter metrics, definitely we have a class on that as well. We've done that as well.
Really?
On YouTube, so that we can definitely show you that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like something awesome that streamers should check out. There's a ton of things to be learned from you, like Twitter metrics and when to tweet and stuff like that. I love your advice on saying how much networking has to be done, because I think a lot of people think that maybe streaming is sort of a personal, like, solo sport, right? Where you just go out there and you stream and you're by yourself and you try to grow your audience organically that way, and it's really hard to do. So I guess it truly takes a village to raise a stream. But what are some of the other bits? Yeah. What are some of the other bits of advice from your SOS streams, or maybe the other seminar classes that people should take a look at?
We cover a variety of things. We cover XSplit, we cover OBS, we cover Lightstream, which you guys are now partnered with, which is awesome. Thanks,
excited
guys.
To be, yeah. They're great. They're awesome to work with.
No, as far as that stuff goes, because we have a lot. Because Mixer's got a very huge Xbox following as far as Xbox streamers. Any Xbox user out there can go hit the start your broadcast button, and
right.
They're on the line. But
right.
They have to build their community as far as that stuff goes.
Sure.
It's not as easy as just go hit the start broadcast button and hope you can have viewers show up.
Right.
And so we cover that. We also cover, even just designing as far as artwork and branding and stuff like that, how to make yourself more marketable too. Other stuff. We look at even expanding your brand across social media, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. All that stuff, all takes part. It's all part and parcel of that stuff. You got to be out there and available as far as that stuff goes. So people go, they'll come across accidentally on a YouTube chat you've done or something, or a YouTube stream you've done.
Right.
People ask, and they say, oh, I followed this guy, and okay, fine, let's go find out what he is.
Sure.
And it's as far as the stuff you guys did, as far as the GawkBox stuff. Like people are still coming saying, you're the guy that won GawkBox. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's how they found you, and it's like, cool.
Oh wow, incredible.
That's how they found us, so that's cool.
Oh, I'm glad we're able to share our audience with streamers. It just goes into what you were saying, and sharing audiences works as well as it does, because there's so many people out there, there's so many viewers out there looking to find somebody to watch. So you're right. Get your content out there, share it as much as possible, share your audiences, and network. Seems like a whole bunch of great advice from you, Neil. As far as where to find your content, where to find your seminar streams or your regular streams, where should people go?
Yep. Okay, so on Twitter, we are Feelers on Mixer. On YouTube, we are Feelers Choice Streaming. On Mixer, mixer.com/Feelers Choice.
Great.
So all those things, you can kind of find us all there. And we're going to put you on the spot now, Zach, because we're always looking for topics as far as SOS, and we'd love to have GawkBox come on one Tuesday night and just talk about GawkBox and what you guys can offer to other streamers.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to.
There's still streamers out there that don't know what GawkBox is.
Yeah, of course.
If you guys want to talk about some of the plans that you guys are rolling out in the near future as well, just maybe pull back the curtain a little bit to show what's going on. We'd love to have you guys do that.
That's amazing. I think we'd be more than happy to. I know I would be willing to jump on. I'll have to see who else would be willing to jump on. I think there's a ton of things that we could talk about between what's going on with GawkBox specifically, or if we wanted to be less narcissistic, we could talk about like working with partners or working with companies, or even like advertising and ad tech and all that. So there's a million things we could talk about, and we'd be more than happy to participate.
That is awesome. I'm going to pencil you on that.
All right. Sounds good. Count me in. All righty, Neil. Well, thanks for taking the time this morning to chat. Thanks for waking me up a little bit and giving everybody some good advice. Hopefully some of the viewers of this and the streamers who watch this can get some great advice from you, or maybe you can just grab some new folks for your audience. But as always, it's been a pleasure to chat, and we'll have to catch up again soon.
Likewise, Zach.
All right, Neil. Peace.
Take care, Zach. We'll see you soon.
Bye.